Hi, James Lee Jobe here with poems from Wang, the Chinese poet and painter and landscape artist and politician. He lived from 699 to 759, and in his era he was one of the most famous men of arts and letters, and about 400 of his poems survive, and which is incredible for that long of a period of time. Is there anything else you need to know? Oh, yes. Wang Wei was imprisoned. He was also a politician. And Wang Wei was imprisoned at the Bodhi Temple in the capital city of Chang'an during the An Lushan Rebellion. And he's regarded as one of the first really heavyweight Buddhist poets. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to struggle with a few of the Chinese pronunciations. Let me just say that right ahead. I'm going to do my best. Return to Wang River by Wang Wei. In the gorge where bells resound, there are few fishermen or woodsmen. Before I know it, dusk closes the mountains. Alone, I return again to white clouds and trembling water chestnuts where willow catkins fly. Spring grass colors the eastern landscape. Snared in a web of grief, I close my wooden door. This is visiting the mountain hermitage of a monk at Gangwei Monastery. He waits at dusk, bamboo walking stick in hand, at the headwaters of Tiger Creek, leading us on as we listen to mountain echoes, following the water's way. Patches of wildflowers bloom. A solitary bird calls from the valley floor. We sit evening zazen in the empty forest. Quiet pine winds bring the scent of autumn. For those who don't know, zazen is Buddhist, it's Zen Buddhist sitting meditation. I should also mention that these translations come from the great American poet Sam Hamill, who spent many years, besides writing his own work, doing translations. And he's one of the founders of Copper Canyon Press, and he's one of the founders of Poets Against the War. And Sam Hamill was a marvelous man. He and I became connected on Facebook for the last 4 or 5 years of his life, and I found him to be a very sweet fellow. Wang Wei, translated by Sam Hamill. The way to the temple. Searching for gathered fragrance temple, miles of mountains rise into clouds. Ancient trees darken the narrow trail. Where is that mountain temple bell? Snowmelt crashes down on boulders. The sun grows cold in the pines before it drowns in the lake. Keep your karma in good working order. Many dragons lie in wait. Passing Shangqi Temple. Oblivious, I pass Shangqi Temple, walking on through mountain clouds, an empty trail through ancient trees. Deep in the mountains, a bell resounds. The river flows among stones. Sunlight streams through frozen pines. In this still pool, in falling light, Zen overcomes the serpents of delusion. This is Crossing Yellow River. A little boat on the great river, whose waves reach the end of the sky. Suddenly a great city, 10,000 houses, dividing sky from wave. Between the towns there are hemp and mulberry trees in the wilds. Look back on the old country, wide waters, clouds, and rising mists. And this is a meal for the monks. I came late to the Dharma, but each day deepened my retreat. Waiting for mountain monks, I sweep my simple hut. Then down from cloudy peaks you come through knee-deep weeds. I love that. Then down from cloudy peaks you come through knee-deep weeds. We kneel on tatami, munching pine nuts. We burn incense and study the Tao. Light the lamp at twilight. A single chime begins the night. In every solitude, deep joy. This life abides. How can you think of returning? A lifetime is empty like the void. I'm going to give that a second reading. A meal for the monks. I came late to the Dharma, but each day deepened my retreat. Now, a retreat is a Zen retreat. It's a time spent away and meditating. Waiting for mountain monks, I sweep my simple hut. Then down from cloudy peaks, you come through knee-deep weeds. We kneel on tatami, that's a mat, munching pine nuts. We burn incense and study the Tao. Light the lamp at twilight. A single chime begins the night. In every solitude, deep joy. This life abides. How can you think of returning? A lifetime is empty like the void. Poems of Wang Wei. Wang is the family name. Wei is the given name. In Chinese, you would put the family name first. I want to thank you for listening today. I'm James Lee Jobe for the City of Davis. So glad to have you along. Everyone stay safe. Keep your distance. Wear your mask. Keep your surfaces clean. Wash your hands. Take care. I'll be back next week. Maybe before.